Whitley has been gone for nearly 3 decades, but you still have all these posters and flyers up of him on your wall here.
And as long as I am in here, they will be up.
Got to see the impact, but it's just my way to show somebody, you know, and he loved Sandy Hook. He always talked about Sandy Hook from the stages, you know, he thanked the people of Sandy Hook.
We believe started sometime early Monday morning, late Sunday night, into early Monday.
I'd worked over and done his driveway, grading his driveway and stuff, and talked to him a little bit. And he was telling me about his situation living over there, you know, and everything, so.
If you couldn't turn around without us touching.
I sure have. I've been working almost too much. It's hard to find that happy medium, you know, where you can be home and still work enough to pay the bills. But
the fire known as We Believe reportedly started in the early hours of Monday morning, potentially late Sunday night. This devastating event has drawn attention to the enduring legacy of country music legend Keith Whitley, who has been gone for nearly 3 decades. Despite his passing, Whitley's presence remains alive in Sandy Hook, Kentucky, where posters and flyers honoring him are still displayed with pride. To the locals, he is not just a musical icon, but a family hero whose memory they continue to honor. As one local resident explained, "As long as I'm here, his memory will live on." Keith Whitley's connection to Sandy Hook was profound. He loved his hometown deeply and often spoke about it from the stage, expressing gratitude to its people. He shared stories of his time there, such as working on a neighbor's driveway and discussing life in the close-knit community. Whitley never lived to see the full impact of his work, but his love for Sandy Hook was always evident, and the feeling was mutual. Locals feel their continued celebration of his life is a way to thank him for the legacy he left behind. A country legend, Keith Whitley was more than a voice in country music. He was a beacon of raw emotion and authentic storytelling. Born on July 1, 1954, in the Appalachian heartland of Sandy Hook, Kentucky, his rise from humble beginnings to stardom was a testament to extraordinary talent and relentless passion. Whitley's soulful baritone delivered hits like "When You Say Nothing at All" and "Don't Close Your Eyes," songs that deeply resonated with listeners and topped the charts. Yet, behind the fame lay a darker narrative of struggles with addiction and personal demons, which ultimately shaped his tragic fate. Whitley's untimely death on May 9, 1989, sent shockwaves through the country music community, sparking speculation and rumors about his final hours. His battle with alcohol addiction, combined with whispers of a troubled marriage to fellow artist Lori Morgan, painted a complex picture. For years, Morgan remained silent, coping with her own pain and heartbreak. Now, as she opens up, she sheds light on those final moments, marked by turmoil, love, and lingering questions. Early life and musical roots. Keith Whitley's journey began in a world steeped in musical tradition. Born into a family where music was part of everyday life, he displayed prodigious talent at a young age. By age 4, he was already performing, captivating audiences with his natural charisma and sweet voice. His father, Elmer, an electrician, recognized his gift early, buying him his first guitar after Keith won a talent contest at 6. His mother, Faye, a multi-instrumentalist, nurtured his love for music, teaching him guitar basics and instilling a deep appreciation for the Appalachian musical heritage. As a teenager, Whitley was heavily influenced by bluegrass legends like the Stanley Brothers, but found his true passion in the honky-tonk style of country icons such as Hank Williams and Lefty Frizzell. By high school, his ambition to become a professional musician was unwavering. He performed with his brother Dwight in local bands, their harmonies reflecting the rich musical tapestry of their upbringing. Struggles and tragedy. Keith Whitley's early success came with a darker, more tumultuous side that foreshadowed the battles he would face later in life. While his teenage years were filled with musical triumphs and the promise of a bright future, they were also marked by reckless behavior and a flirtation with danger. Growing up in the rugged terrain of Kentucky, Whitley embraced the thrills of bootleg bourbon and high-speed escapades along the treacherous mountain roads. One tragic incident, however, left an indelible mark on his life, a fatal accident that claimed the life of a close friend. This loss profoundly affected Whitley, serving as a painful reminder of the fragility of life and hinting at the emotional struggles that would come to define his adulthood. As his musical career gained momentum, the dark undercurrents of his personal life began to emerge. Whispers of his battle with alcohol grew louder, a battle that was further exacerbated by the relentless pressures of fame. The demands of his rising career, combined with the expectations of an adoring public, often left him vulnerable, seeking solace in the very habits that threatened to derail his success. These struggles bled into his personal life, creating moments of turbulence in his most intimate relationships. Among these relationships, his bond with Lori Morgan stood out as deeply loving but fraught with complexity. Their romance, filled with moments of passion and devotion, was also shadowed by the weight of his addiction. Lori became both his greatest supporter and a witness to his darkest moments, as the battle with alcohol loomed over their growing bond. Despite their challenges, their connection remained steadfast, a testament to their shared love and determination to navigate the hardships together. Whitley's early years, marked by both triumph and tragedy, paint a portrait of a man who embodied immense talent, but also struggled under the weight of his demons. The contradictions of his life, soaring success and private pain, would come to define not only his music, but also his enduring legacy. Rise to fame and enduring legacy. By the late 1970s, Whitley began transitioning from bluegrass to mainstream country music. His emotive voice and heartfelt delivery caught the attention of major industry players, leading to a contract with RCA Records in 1984. Hits like Miami, My Amy showcased his ability to blend traditional country with modern sensibilities, cementing his place in the industry. Despite his soaring career, the pressures of the competitive Nashville scene took their toll. Whitley struggled to balance the demands of stardom with his personal demons, and his battle with addiction became increasingly evident. Tragically, his life was cut short, just as his star was reaching its peak, leaving a void in the hearts of fans and the country music community. Keith Whitley's legacy endures, not only through his timeless music, but also through the deep connection he maintained with his roots in Sandy Hook. His hometown continues to honor him, cherishing the memory of a man who never forgot where he came from. Whitley's life, though marked by profound struggles, remains a powerful testament to talent, perseverance, and the enduring impact of authentic storytelling in music. Keith Whitley's life was a complex tapestry of immense talent, rising fame, and deeply personal struggles, particularly with addiction. His battle to balance a flourishing career and personal life brought moments of vulnerability that left lasting consequences. Amid these challenges, Whitley's romantic relationship with fellow country singer Lori Morgan blossomed. The two met during a promotional tour for Whitley's album L.A. to Miami, and their chemistry was undeniable. They quickly fell in love, but their union was fraught with difficulties from the start. Lori's manager, Don Light, warned her about the risks of being involved with someone like Whitley, whose struggles with alcoholism were well known. Yet, Lori felt an unshakable belief that her love could help him overcome his demons. In November 1986, Keith Whitley and Lori Morgan married, solidifying a bond rooted in profound love, but shadowed by looming challenges. Shortly after, they welcomed their son, Jesse Keith Whitley, a moment that should have been filled with pure joy. However, the happiness of their growing family was often overshadowed by Keith's relentless battle with addiction. Lori found herself not only as a wife, but also as his strongest supporter, navigating a path fraught with heartbreak and fear as Keith's alcoholism began to take a heavy toll on their relationship. His struggle with sobriety, particularly after the loss of his father in 1987, was an uphill battle that he could not sustain. For Laurie, their love was a complex mix of deep affection and constant anxiety. She lived in fear that every ringing phone would deliver tragic news. In one desperate attempt to protect him, she tied their legs together at night to stop him from sneaking out to drink, a poignant symbol of her devotion and the intensity of their shared ordeal. As Keith's career soared, his personal struggles increasingly threatened to overshadow his success. Behind his chart-topping hits and soulful performances lay a man overwhelmed by the pressures of fame and the weight of his addiction. Keith's drinking had its roots in his adolescence in eastern Kentucky, where a culture of reckless behavior and bootleg bourbon masked deeper insecurities. A harrowing turning point came during his teenage years when a friend died during a drinking binge, leaving an indelible mark on Keith and foreshadowing the struggles that would haunt him throughout his life. Despite Laurie's unwavering support, Keith's addiction spiraled out of control. While he captivated audiences with the raw emotion in his voice, his personal life became increasingly chaotic. Friends and colleagues noticed a stark contrast between the charismatic artist on stage and the troubled man behind the scenes. Whispers about the severity of his drinking grew louder within the country music community, even as Laurie dismissed early warnings as mere jealousy from those who doubted their relationship. She later admitted that she underestimated the depth of his addiction, believing her love alone could help him overcome his demons. By May 1989, Keith's struggle reached a devastating conclusion. His death at the age of 34 shocked the music world, with reports revealing an alarmingly high blood alcohol content that underscored the powerful grip of his dependency. For Laurie, his death marked the loss of a husband and partner she had fought so desperately to save. Reflecting on their tumultuous love story, she described it as one of immense passion, but also profound pain, an unrelenting battle against addiction that left both of them scarred. Keith Whitley's story is both a testament to his extraordinary talent and a sobering reminder of the devastating toll of addiction. Tales of his struggles, such as consuming household products like Listerine or Windex in moments of desperation, paint a haunting picture of a man deeply entrenched in self-destruction. Despite these tragic details, Laurie's efforts to save him remain a powerful testament to love and resilience. Tying their legs together at night became a heartbreaking symbol of her commitment to shield him from his darkest impulses, even as the disease proved too overwhelming to conquer. In candid moments, Laurie revealed the depth of her heartbreak and frustration. "I thought love could help him," she confessed, capturing the devastating realization that love alone could not overcome the powerful grip of addiction. Their relationship was marked by intense passion and emotional connection, but it was also fraught with tension and sadness, as Keith's struggles overshadowed their moments of happiness. His dual narrative of triumph and despair continues to resonate as a reminder of the human vulnerabilities that exist behind the spotlight. Keith Whitley's legacy remains a poignant and haunting chapter in the history of country music. His immense talent and deeply emotional artistry captured the hearts of fans, even as his life spiraled into tragedy. His story raises difficult questions about love, addiction, and the cost of fame, challenging us to reflect on how we can better support those battling inner demons. Today, his music and memory endure, offering both inspiration and a sobering lesson about the fragility of life. On May 9, 1989, the world of country music was forever altered. Keith Whitley, widely regarded as one of the greatest voices in the genre, tragically passed away, leaving a void that would never be filled. That fateful night, as Laurie Morgan prepared for an upcoming tour, Keith was left alone to grapple with his inner demons. Despite her fears and her manager's warnings about the dangers of his addiction, Laurie held on to a fragile hope that her love could save him. "Every time the phone rang, I feared the worst," she later confessed. Her worst fears were realized when Keith was found unresponsive after reportedly consuming an astonishing 20 shots of 100 proof liquor in just 2 hours. His blood alcohol content, BAC, reached a staggering point, 4.7, nearly 5 times the legal limit, a devastating testament to the hold addiction had over him. In the wake of Keith's death, speculation and rumors added further layers of pain to an already heartbreaking tragedy. Stories circulated that, in an effort to hide his drinking from Laurie, Keith resorted to consuming prohibited substances, including household cleaning products. Although these accounts were never substantiated, they painted a haunting picture of a man so consumed by his addiction that he might have taken desperate measures to satisfy it. The music world was left reeling from the loss of such a luminous talent, mourning not only the death of a legend, but also the unfulfilled potential of a career that seemed destined for even greater heights. For Laurie, the aftermath was marked by both profound grief and relentless public scrutiny. Many questioned her role in Keith's life and struggles, unfairly placing the burden of his addiction on her shoulders. Why couldn't she save him? Became a question that lingered in whispers and headlines. But Laurie, more than anyone, understood the unyielding nature of addiction, a disease that defies logic, love, and even the strongest will. Despite the weight of public blame, her love for Keith never wavered. Reflecting on his life, she often spoke of his deep connection to his roots, saying, "Keith never forgot Sandy Hook," referencing the small Kentucky town where he grew up. Similarly, Sandy Hook never forgot Keith, honoring his legacy and cherishing the memory of their hometown hero. Laurie's journey after Keith's death is a testament to resilience and the enduring power of love. In interviews, she described their relationship as one filled with joy, affection, and laughter, despite the shadow of Keith's addiction. "In those 3 years, I've never known love like Keith Whitley showed me," she once shared, encapsulating the depth of their bond. However, that love also brought immense pain, as she was forced to watch the man she adored battle an enemy he couldn't conquer. Determined to ensure that Keith's legacy would not be defined solely by his struggles, Laurie became an advocate for addiction awareness and mental health. She shared their story with the hope of inspiring compassion and understanding, not just for those grappling with addiction, but also for the loved ones standing by their side. Her mission was not only to honor Keith, but to challenge the stigma surrounding addiction and foster a culture of empathy. Keith Whitley's story remains a poignant reminder of the devastating impact of addiction and the complexities of human struggles. It is a tale of brilliance extinguished too soon, but also of a legacy that continues to resonate through his music. Songs like "Don't Close Your Eyes" and "I'm No Stranger to the Rain" have taken on even deeper meanings, offering solace to fans who find their own pain and healing in his lyrics. As we remember Keith, we are reminded of the fragile nature of life, the importance of supporting those in need, and the enduring power of love to keep a legacy alive. Keith's addiction was a persistent and devastating presence in their lives. Laurie often felt the weight of being both his partner and a caretaker, going to extraordinary lengths to protect him. One of the most striking anecdotes she shared involved tying their legs together at night to prevent him from sneaking out to drink, a symbolic act of her deep commitment and desperate hope to keep him safe. Despite her unwavering love and dedication, Laurie acknowledged the harsh reality of addiction. "I feel in my own heart I kept Keith alive a lot longer because I was there all the time," she admitted. Yet she also recognized that his struggle was one she could not fight for him. The night of Keith's death remains a haunting memory for Laurie. Preparing to leave for a tour, she was overcome by an ominous sense of foreboding. "I knew something was going to happen if I left," she later revealed. When the devastating news came, it marked the beginning of a whirlwind of grief, guilt, and public scrutiny. As the widow of one of country music's brightest stars, Laurie faced intense speculation about her role in Keith's struggles. Yet, she steadfastly defended her efforts and reminded the world that addiction is a complex and deeply personal battle. "It wasn't as if I could have stopped him," she explained, emphasizing the limits of even the most profound love in the face of such a powerful adversary. In the aftermath of Keith's passing, Laurie embarked on a journey of healing and reflection. She sought to honor his memory by sharing insights into his life and their relationship, painting a picture of a man who was both deeply talented and profoundly troubled. Her candid recollections highlighted the joys and challenges of their life together, as well as the enduring pain of his loss. Through her reflections, Laurie aimed to shed light on the complexities of addiction, the toll it takes on loved ones, and the resilience required to move forward. Keith Whitley's death sent shockwaves through the country music community, leaving an indelible mark on the genre and those who knew him. Fellow artists such as George Jones and Alan Jackson expressed their sorrow, paying tribute to a man whose talent had touched countless lives. His passing also sparked a renewed conversation about the struggles of addiction and the pressures of fame. Even as fans mourned the loss of his remarkable voice, Keith's legacy continued to resonate, inspiring others to confront their own challenges and cherish the connections that sustain them. Lorrie Morgan's story is a testament to the enduring power of love and the resilience required to navigate profound loss. As she reflects on her time with Keith, she carries forward his legacy, sharing both the beauty and the pain of their journey. Her perspective offers lessons on love, loss, and the strength to rebuild, reminding us all of the complexities of the human experience and the lasting impact of a life well lived. Keith Whitley's profound ability to convey raw emotion made his music a deeply personal soundtrack for countless lives. Themes of heartache and redemption resonated powerfully, cementing his place in country music history. For Lorrie Morgan, the aftermath of Keith's untimely death was a period marked by profound grief and intense public scrutiny. She faced not only the overwhelming pain of loss, but also the harsh judgment of those who questioned her role in his struggles. Despite the blame and misunderstanding, Lorrie remained resolute in her mission to honor Keith's legacy, determined to celebrate the man she loved rather than allow his battle with addiction to overshadow his remarkable contributions to music. In the years that followed, Lorrie became a passionate advocate for mental health and addiction awareness. She used her platform to share their story, not just to honor Keith, but to extend compassion and understanding to others grappling with similar challenges. Through public appearances and interviews, she emphasized the need to shift the narrative around addiction, highlighting its complexities and advocating for empathy toward those affected and their loved ones. For Lorrie, it wasn't just about Keith. It was about fostering a broader conversation that could inspire change and support. Keith's music continued to thrive long after his passing. Posthumous releases and compilations introduced his work to new generations, ensuring his voice remained a vital part of country music's fabric. Songs like Don't Close Your Eyes and I'm No Stranger to the Rain took on even deeper meanings, offering solace to fans who connected with the emotional depth of his lyrics. His legacy, however, is a dual narrative, one that celebrates his immense contributions to music while acknowledging the struggles he faced. Keith Whitley's story serves as a poignant reminder of life's fragility and the toll of addiction, shedding light on the often hidden battles many artists endure. His journey prompts reflection. How do we honor the memory of those we've lost? What can we learn from their struggles? And how can we cultivate a culture of support and understanding in the face of addiction? Keith Whitley's legacy continues to inspire, not only through his timeless music, but also through the essential conversations it sparks about love, loss, and resilience.